Well, I got into politics because my work source is the framework for government. So, it's something I have to do, but, I looked up a lot of political words and concepts just to get more familiar. But, really, I got into more depth with politics by knowing the corrupt opposite end, the extreme far lefts and rights of the whole evil government scene. And then, looking up the laws that they're breaking and getting familiar with the terms of the illegal authority that's going on here, and the legal terms used to describe them. So, within that, I did have to look up things about Republicans and Democrats more, just to know exactly what type of crimes these people are doing, and then what is the law and the stipulations and the logistics that go with why they are illegal. And then from there, what constitutional laws, constitutional rights are they violating of mine? And then what the legislative laws are in accordance to the crimes that they're committing at me. So, that's how I got to went into further detail with the politics to be where I'm at right now. Even things like learning about capitalism more, because they made a big deal about projects being mixed capitalism and sovereignty. And then the fact that this is not a project building, and then all the crimes they've been doing over not projects. With the acronyms, that doesn't really have to do with politics, other than the fact that they're using Christian Arabian theories to say acronyms. That's more into religion, but it does get into politics here too, obviously. Religion does play a part in politics. Because it is a driving force on a lot of corruption in the world, a lot of persecution in the world, a lot of crime and con hustling in the world. Okay, besides, what should be normal about religion is, you're interested in religion, it's good to join a group, you do, group discussions and book clubs, you can gather with people and have intellectual conversations, which is mind stimulating, interesting for your personal education, knowledge, and growth as a human in education, and have a social experience that may or may not involve your community. But to gather with people and be social as human beings. That's what religion should be. But these crimes are doing, the persecution, the war hustling, that's all bad. That's the bad end. And that's what people do. They resort to evil means to war and fight against each other. And the USA and the world at this point are evil. They only resort. They are there. It's almost opposite, where you don't get the good side of anyone. You only get the bad side of everyone, including the religion they have, as their defense. And then it gets into where they're like half raw and half not. But anyway, that's a long religion. But with this place, there's three hustlers. They represent a place over the Reaper, over apartments. And then with the black people, rap. And then other people with music have been on the rap, other music. But, what do they do here? They claim they represent the victimization and of death. So whatever it is, they're dead of that, and because of it, they're the evil and the bad. So, like Fagenbush, they're fascist hypocrites. They are the victimized death of the United States of America's republic democracy. They are fascists. They are authoritarianists. For the no-state stuff, they are lobbyists, but then not even that, and nullificationists. Okay? The police are Reaper bad, and are the death of the law itself is why they're overreach tyranny and do illegal street justice. And the shock factor is that they're doing stings, because they are not doing stings. Is the whole thing. And if they are, they're illegal. Okay, so that and with knowing all that stuff is where I know sovereignty is more towards government dependency, where capitalism is more dependent on free enterprise and individuals, and then companies owning businesses. And they're more geared toward less dependency on government because they want to be taxed less and such like that. But both ends are still, obviously, there's a lot of liberals who are into business. I mean, duh. And there's a lot of capitalists who depend on government. And then also knowing that the democracy does not mean the Democrats, and the Republic does not mean Republicans. Those are a combined statement either way, and they're not separated of the United States, so that's a false notion. The Democrats are the democracy and Republicans the Republic. That is a false notion. Of ignorant people would mistake that, who obviously don't know what they're talking about. Then over here with the Florida Moment Act, knowing all about that because of the illegal Republicans of the Reaper. And then the liberals chiming in with that. Of course, the independent conversion of the overlapping realms being independent federal constitutional republic. That's their big one. But yeah, I'd have to really say that I did have to learn way more about politics and government processes because of how big of con hustling criminal these people are and what injustices they persecute on people, including myself.